Let's talk about how you can understand exactly what went wrong in your relationship and how you can make things right. If you don't take the time to understand what went wrong and why the relationship failed, you are bound to make the same mistakes over and over again. Please don't be one of those people that go through 3, 4, 5, 6 breakups that are in reality preventable. Stop banging your head against the wall and take the time to take a step back and to understand what went wrong. Remember, you are also dealing with another human being who is suffering tremendously from the breakup. Just because you are the one that may have been broken up with doesn't mean that you are suffering more. If your ex ended the relationship, it's because they weren't happy. And you owe it to yourself and to this process to understand why and what you can do about it. So what I want you to do is to really reflect on the relationship from the beginning, from the moment that you first met your ex, and try to focus on the issues, the tensions, the arguments, and the conflicts. Try to even list all of them out on a piece of paper, because it's very different recalling what went wrong and actually taking the time to write everything down on paper in a structured, detailed way. That's the first step to really truly understanding what went wrong. And you can't just look at this list of issues and conflicts and arguments from your point of view. You also have to try to put yourself in your ex's shoes and understand their side of the conflict and why they acted or reacted the way that they did. Go below the surface. Look for patterns and look for the reasons behind the deep-rooted issues throughout the relationship. Once you've identified what went wrong, not just from your perspective, but also from your ex's perspective, let's now focus on coming up with solutions, concrete actions that you can do in your day-to-day to erase the negative behaviors and the bad habits that plagued your relationship, that led to your side of the conflict. So going back to your list for each issue, conflict, argument that you've identified, try to come up with an action, a solution, something that you can do in your day-to-day to overcome the negative habits and the bad behaviors that led to your side of the conflict. I'm talking to you here about an exercise in personal development. You don't need your ex to do what I'm asking you to do. Only yourself to be motivated, to be resilient, and to follow through on a list of actions that you can work on to become a better version of yourself. I ask many, many, many people that I follow to do this basic exercise because it sets up everything that we can do moving forward in terms of conveying to your ex that you've really taken the time to analyze what went wrong, proving to them that you've really changed, keeping yourself accountable, putting the parameters in place for a structured game plan. Do the exercise. Take the time to really reflect. Good things will happen once you see clearly what went wrong and you actively start to work on making things right. Linking the two together, of course. This is Coach Adrian from Miami, Florida, here to help you get back with the one you love. I'm, of course, dedicated to providing you with more video content, more articles, and to be there for you when you'll need me most. You can book a coaching session on my website at any time, and it will be my pleasure to get to know you, understand the challenges that you're dealing with, provide you with a clear plan, targeted actions that you can do to quickly turn things around, and of course, to answer all of the questions that you may have. Hopefully, I'll get to meet you soon. If not, please continue to watch my videos and read up on my blog articles. Speak soon.